Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. And now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome to the program. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA. The September 21st election in Edo State has come and gone, with the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) declaring the APC candidate, Senator Monday Okpebholo, as the winner. For some political observers, this outcome was not unexpected, while for others who anticipated a win for the PDP, led by Governor Godwin Obaseki, they were simply taken aback. However, political analysts noted that given the turn of pre-election skirmishes in the fold of the PDP, it was clear that the party was navigating a challenging landscape that will end in a disappointing outing.
INEC declared Monday Okpebholo of the All Progressives Congress (APC) as the governor-elect of Edo State, having secured a majority of the votes in the recently concluded gubernatorial election. However, the result sparked a wave of protests and controversies, with allegations of electoral malpractice coming from both civil society organizations and the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The PDP in particular is insisting that their candidate Aswe Ighodalo was the rightful winner of the election. Amid the controversies, many analysts and observers have attributed the PDP's loss not only to alleged electoral misconduct, but also to the tight control of the party's structure by the incumbent governor, Godwin Obaseki.
Obaseki played into the hands of his enemies, especially opposing Shaibu. And that's why all of us have to be very careful. God, for that reason, politically, even religiously, it's very bad.
The Edo people came out to say, we are tired of this government. In as much as I will not score that election 100% right, but take it or leave it, election has come, winners have emerged, losers have emerged, and it is unfortunate that the incumbent lost.
The Obaseki-Shaibu relationship, which was initially admirable, became fractured when Obaseki got wind of his deputy's intentions to succeed him. In the heat of the bad blood between the duo, Right Honorable Shaibu was denied access to the governor during an event at the new festival hall of the government house in Benin City. At some point, the deputy governor's office was also relocated out of the government house. Governor Obaseki also publicly refused to exchange pleasantries with his deputy when they met at a function in Bayelsa State. The strained relationship between the duo pushed Shaibu to realign with his estranged former ally, Senator Adams Oshiomhole. Also, Obaseki had to contend with some Benin people who accused him of disrespecting the Oba of Benin and undermining the revered throne of their ancestors and the ancient Benin civilization. Leading up to the election, these people took to the streets of Benin City, demanding that the governor apologize to the monarch, amongst other demands. Ultimately, analysts suggest the odds were stacked against the governor and his anointed candidate.
Obaseki had proved even from the beginning that it would be problematic. Those are no girls should also be careful. We can't wake up now to begin to point to hand at the Oba of Benin. So I'm sure that Obaseki may have made mistakes.
While the outcome of the elections may still be subject to legal scrutiny, the situation presents a lesson for political office holders to refrain from imposing candidates on the people. This practice stifles meaningful development and results in governance that benefits only a few. Inside the Niger Delta.
Over the last 1 year, the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) has witnessed tremendous progress in all sectors across the region. This is largely due to the efforts of the Commission's governing board led by Mr. Chiedu Ebe and the management team led by Dr. Samuel Obuku, who have reinvigorated the Commission by retooling its internal governance processes, leading to the completion of quite a number of abandoned projects. Let's now join our correspondent, Leji Dakos, as she brings us more developments from the Regional Intervention Agency.
The impact of current technological advancement and artificial intelligence today cuts across every sector and facets of human life. These technological advancements have not only reshaped the global landscape by driving economic growth and enhancing productivity, but have also become valuable tools in ensuring improved living standards. Recently, Nigeria's foremost intervention agency, the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), commenced the repositioning of itself to harness the numerous opportunities this technological development presents for the benefit of its people, especially the young population. In April this year, the intervention agency organized a 3-day conference tagged Port Harcourt Tech Expo, where experts and young people from the region delved into the realm of technological innovations. During the expo, the Commission challenged tech enthusiasts from the oil-rich region to leverage the opportunities it presents in offering innovative solutions to the challenges confronting the region and the country at large. Consolidating in the Tech Expo, the intervention agency also promised to ensure that pupils and students in secondary and primary schools across the region have access to cutting-edge technology in their studies, as well as tech training programs in order to cultivate a generation of innovators that will drive technological advancement from an early age. Also, last week, the NDDC launched the distribution of 45,000 U-Lesson educational tablets and software initiatives across selected primary and secondary schools in the region, starting in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State.
We're going to have your name tied to that tablet that you are given, so that nobody will take it from you, so that nobody will sell it, so that your teachers will not take it and give their own children. After school, you can go home, you put it on, you switch it on, and then you go to maths or physics or chemistry or introductory sciences, anything, and you can go through the classes.
This would also allow them to collaborate and share ideas as they learn with peers and tutors on the go. During the launch of the initiative, CEO of U-Lesson, Mr. Sim Shagaya, was optimistic that the pace-setter initiative of the NDDC would inspire other government bodies and NGOs to adopt similar technology in improving the learning experience of students across the country.
This program represents the largest investment in education technology by any agency, any national government, any subnational government in sub-Saharan Africa ever. And so I want to salute the vision of Chief Oguku, the vision of the staff, the management of NDDC in making today a reality.
Students who received the U-Lesson educational tablets expressed their excitement and gratitude to NDDC for the forward-thinking initiative.
I'm so excited for this, and I want to say a big thank you to the NDDC, this great commission, and I believe that this will help me promote my education.
I want to say NDDC a big thank you for giving us these tablets.
This initiative will bridge the digital divide and ensure that students in the Niger Delta are equipped with the necessary tools to enhance their education and prospects. Still from the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), the intervention agency has continued to demonstrate its commitment towards ensuring that more communities in the region have a brighter look at night with its Light Up the Niger Delta project, which focuses on the installation of solar-powered streetlights across the 9 states that make up the region. One of such communities is Okansu in Ogba, Egbema Ndoni local government area, where residents gave the NDDC a thumbs up for the solar street lights that has brightened their main roads and internal streets throughout the community.
If you come to this community in the night, it's just like if you are in London. They have tried. In fact, I have no words to express my thankfulness to them.
We appreciate the good works that NDDC have done to this community. You have made us to see light.
With the worker and no fear, because the light is there every corner for the community. So we are feeling free in the night to move. Anywhere we go, no shaking again.
They are, however, calling on the Commission to fix the major source of water supply in the community, which was provided by the NDDC in time past, but had become faulty after using it for a long time.
The NDDC major water tank they gave to the community is no longer functioning for over 3 years now. We have been calling them to come to rectify the light because it has a bigger tank than the one we are using today.
We beg the NDDC to come and repair it for us.
The people of Okansu, however, expressed hope in the leadership of the Commission under the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Dr. Samuel Obuku, who they say has demonstrated a clear understanding of the challenges facing many communities in the region.
Inside the Niger Delta, Standout Properties Limited presents a real estate opportunity of a lifetime. Bloom Towers, a waterfront twin high-rise buildings of 19 and 21 stories at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean in the prestigious Oniru area, Victoria Island, Lagos. Bloom Towers is a green and smart building project consisting of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments and maisonettes, as well as 10,300 square meters available space for commercial and corporate use. Built for completion in 2027, Bloom Towers has 236 units available for sale with a starting price of 100 million naira. Lock down a unit today with a down payment of 20% and spread the balance over the next 24 months. Contact us on 080-693-47063 or 091-22-656-975.
It is a project that will bring huge return on investment.
Bloom Towers, from foundation to skyline. Ezekiel Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. Ezekiel Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development.
Governor Doyediri of Bayelsa State and his team are continuing with the implementation of the administration's plans, policies and programs for the overall development of the state. And for what is new from Bayelsa this week, let's now bring you some updates from the glory of all lands.
About a month ago, the Bayelsa state government sent a high-powered delegation to South Korea to explore partnership opportunities aimed at developing the state's agricultural sector. Amongst other things, the partnership was designed to introduce Bayelsans to modern, smart and mechanized farming techniques that will boost both crop and animal yields in the state. Last week, during the 140th Executive Council meeting at the Government House, Yenegua, Governor Doyediri revealed that the partnership initiative is already yielding positive results, especially with the delivery of rice processing mills and tractors to Bayelsa State from South Korea.
Our rice mill that was donated by the Korean government has arrived. Our tractors have arrived. As a people and as a state, let us continue to impress the rest of the world that we have what it takes to grow this state. Bayelsa soil is good enough without fertilizers. Rice can be planted twice in a year. Key into it.
Governor Diri further emphasized his administration's commitment to meaningful youth engagement and expanding opportunities beyond the oil and gas sector, which has dominated the state's economy for decades. Moving forward, the governor sympathized with Bayelsans for the ongoing blackout caused by the collapse and vandalization of the towers of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, along the Mbiama-Ahoda axis in Rivers State.
I'd like to assure you that your government is also working towards having a more sustainable power generation and distribution in the state. We have been in contact with investors, and not only investors, even with those who are producing, to ensure that we have our own gas turbine. And we are very sure that in the coming years, we will be having 24 hours light in Bayelsa State.
Governor Diri also expressed his appreciation to all Bayelsans for their cooperation with the government and security agencies, which has contributed to making Bayelsa one of the most peaceful states in the country. He emphasized that peace is the cornerstone of any meaningful development, as it creates the stability necessary for progress in all sectors.
Inside the Niger Delta.
And from Bayelsa, we take you to neighboring Delta State for some developments in the Owerri State, where Governor Sheriff Oborevwori is delivering the more agenda for shared prosperity and meaningful development.
A key component of Governor Sheriff Oborevwori's more agenda in Delta State is sustainable reforms in the agricultural sector, which are aimed at achieving food sufficiency and security in the oil-rich state. A major initiative in this direction includes the 2 billion naira Special Agricultural Intervention Fund, designed to enhance the agricultural value chain and the agricultural component of the Delta Community Action for Resilience and Economic Stimulus Program, otherwise known as Delta Cares, that has provided over 6,000 farmers with various agricultural materials. Another recent and noteworthy undertaking by the Delta State government is the partnership with the African Union Development Agency, which will support 2,000 farmers in areas of food production, livestock farming, and aquaculture. Just about 2 weeks ago, the state government confirmed receiving 12,000 bags of fertilizers from the federal government as part of efforts to address the ongoing food crisis in the country. Secretary to Delta State Government, Dr. Kingsley Emo, who spoke to journalists in Asaba, the state capital, said the government would use farmer associations to ensure that the fertilizers get to the end users in good time.
We have tried as much as possible to eliminate political farmers, textbook farmers, theoretical farmers. Now we're dealing with core farmers. The only thing they owe us is to take these things to the farm. Wherever this thing gets to, let it not go to the secondary markets where they'll buy it.
Leaders of farmers' associations in the state, while receiving the fertilizers last week, expressed their gratitude to both the federal and state governments for the intervention. They further promised to ensure that the distribution of fertilizers to their members would be handled with equity and transparency.
Local government heads, and they are here with us, they are going to collect whatever is due to their local government and take back to the local government, and we will supervise the giving out. Already note that we have even collated the list of those that are beneficiaries, and we will be there to supervise.
So like me, I know I'm the chairman for Maize Association of Nigeria Delta State chapter, but I am just entitled to 1 bag of fertilizer. And that is how it is.
Some of the farmers also praised Governor Oborevwori for his all-round development approach in Delta State, noting that his administration is positively transforming the state's fortunes across all sectors.
Outside agriculture, I see maintenance going on the existing roads, and I see more roads being opened to link the communities. And there are also programs that have been put in place to employ our youth and those who have no job.
Inside the Niger Delta.
The people of the ancient Igbo kingdom of Arochukwu in Arochukwu local government area of Abia State recently welcomed relatives, friends, and well-wishers to the vibrant Ikejiaro Okigbo Festival, also known as the New Yam Festival. The festivities, which spanned over 2 weeks, showcase the rich cultural heritage of the Arochukwu people that continues to thrive despite the growing erosion of indigenous customs and traditions. It was also the first AKUGHA festival under the reign of His Eminence Eze Dr. Eberechukwu Kanu-Orji, the Ezearo of Arochukwu Kingdom. We now bring you highlights from the captivating activities that turned the 19 villages of the kingdom into a colorful celebration of excitement and tradition.
This celebration is for the dual purpose of marking the end of one farming season and the beginning of another by Arochukwu people and many other Igbo communities and kingdoms that are linked in one way or the other to the ancient Aro civilization that could be traced back to the mid-16th century. For the Arochukwu people, otherwise known as Umuaro, the festival usually holds for several days in September of every year. It's a display of culturally stimulating festivities that often leave the entire kingdom deeply connected to its roots and the many visitors fully captivated. This year, the AKUGHA lineup of events was no less a spectacle than previous editions, showcasing the same if not more grandeur and excitement. It is, however, imperative to also mention that this year's AKUGHA happens to be the very first celebrations under the reign of the kingdom's new monarch, His Eminence Eze Dr. Eberechukwu Kanu-Orji, the Ezearo of Arochukwu Kingdom, who ascended to the revered throne of his forebears in January this year. While all the activities carefully outlined for the 21 days of celebration by the Ezearo are all important, some highlight the true essence of the New Yam Festival. The very first is the purification rite done at the Awadaro, which is the ancestral resting place of Aro progenitors in Ugwakoma village. The celebrations eventually picked up speed with several other events and activities that brought together the entire kingdom and its kindred to celebrate their unity, culture, and identity. Arochukwu Kingdom, now led by a charismatic and vibrant monarch who embodies the spirit of the past while still in tune with contemporary times, infused his modern vision to make the significant occasion in the kingdom even more remarkable. His Eminence Dr. Eberechukwu Orji indeed added his signature touch of excellence to the festivities with the introduction of the AKUGHA dinner, where sons and daughters of the land gathered to dine together in a warm and social atmosphere at Aro Civic Center in Oro Village. He also introduced the AKUGHA lecture, which provided an opportunity for intellectual discourse. A distinguished son of Arochukwu and professor of biochemistry, Joseph Nwanko, who is the Deputy Vice Chancellor at Pamo University of Medical Sciences, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, delivered the lecture centered around medicinal and nutritional value of indigenous Aro and Igbo plants. There was also a first of its kind interdenominational Thanksgiving service, where the whole kingdom also celebrated in the presence of the Almighty God for a successful harvest and the beginning of another farming season. Another highlight of AKUGHA Okigbo 2024 was Afosu. This was a day when the Ekpo masquerade captivated the crowd in a spirited display of its charm, in line with the customs and tradition of the kingdom. It was also on this day that the king, His Eminence Eze Dr. Eberechukwu Orji, blessed the specially prepared ancestral delicacy of the Aro people, otherwise known as Osu. Another significant event was the Nko Ekpe Ibonisi, which included traditional dances and a lively wrestling contest, celebrated with great enthusiasm by the Ibonisi clan. On the same day, similar festivities brought together the people of Eziago Nokparago at the Clans Arena. What followed was the climax of the celebrations, which took place on the 23rd of September at Amikpe, the public square in Obinkita village. But just before the pulsating grand ceremony, one of the dreaded masquerades in the land, known as Ugudike Asaga, famous for its magical powers, went around the kingdom to seek the blessings of the ancestors and set the stage for the big event. The event drew a lively crowd of Umwaro from home and abroad, dressed in vibrant attire and beaming with joy. They entertained their guests from far and wide, dancing happily to the beat and rhythm of traditional music and drums that filled the air, reverberating throughout the length and breadth of the kingdom. The cultural troops from the 19 villages, along with the impressive array of masquerades that graced the event, left quite an imprint on the heart of all who defied the rains to attend the once-in-a-year celebrations. Royalty was fully immersed in the festivities as Ezearo, His Eminence Eze Dr. Oji, along with Eze Bomisi, His Royal Highness Eze Amos Ngu Okoro, and Eze Eziago Nokparago, His Royal Highness Eze Okorafo Uro, joined by the village heads known as the Ezeogos from the 19 villages that make up the kingdom, all participated, thereby adding to the grandeur and making it crystal clear that Arochukwu stand united as one indivisible kingdom under God. It was indeed a truly unforgettable celebration.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, that was the size of our package on the program for today. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region, will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles showing right now on your screens. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria for these stories and many more. Until next week, I am MAMODE AKUGHA thanking you for staying tuned. Bye for now.